They say the desert holds its secrets, but every now and then it gives one back. About a month ago, we received a message from an anonymous subscriber making a bold claim about a top 100 golf course we've played. My great-grandfather built Quintero before it ever existed. We responded, asking for more details, but the account had vanished. What remained was that single first message and the story that it told. A story of a man, a hot spring, and a lost leather scorebook that might have changed golf in Arizona forever. Every golf course has a story, a unique feature, history, secret, or reason to play. But courses can't talk, so they can't tell their own stories. This is 4 minutes telling the told and untold stories of golf courses all around the world. Before Quintero opened in 2000, these hills near Lake Pleasant were nothing but volcanic rock, dry washes, and saguaro sentinels. But 10 miles over the ridge sat Castle Hot Springs, a desert oasis where the rich, the weary, and even future presidents came to heal. Among its workers in the 1930s was a man locals called Old Ben. He wasn't famous, just a handyman, a war vet, and according to his family, the only golfer for 50 miles. Each evening after tending the baths, Old Ben would hike into the Hieroglyphic Mountains with only a handful of scuffed gutta percha balls. He'd tee them up on sandstone ridges, imagining the fairways below, and over time, sketched out his imaginary course in a tiny leather notebook. He called the course Desert Hope. No one else had ever played it, but he drew every hole. Elevation lines, yardages guessed by stride, and notes on the way the wind bent the ball over the valley. Half a century later, golf architect Rees Jones was scouting these same ridges. One afternoon, while touring a parcel near Lake Pleasant that had once been part of the Hot Springs property, a ranch hand handed him a weather-cracked satchel he'd found in an old shed. Inside, a leather scorebook, pages brittle but intact, each one sketched with hand-drawn holes snaking through the same canyons Jones was standing in. He didn't think much of it until he noticed the topographic lines matched the contours of a ridge he'd been considering for Quintero's signature hole. According to Jones' team, the sketch labeled Hole 7 Leap of Faith bore an uncanny resemblance to what became Quintero's 6th, a heroic par 3 launched over a ravine to a green framed by rock outcroppings and distant water gleam. Jones reportedly said, "If this was his vision, he saw the course before I did." Whether inspiration or coincidence, the final layout preserved the line almost exactly as Old Ben had drawn it. And that brings us to our story. When we set out to play Quintero, it wasn't for legends, it was for our Knocked Off series, where we're playing every course on Golf Digest's Top 100 public list. Quintero clocks in right there among America's bests, a desert gem carved into the Hieroglyphic Mountains. For our visit, we played dots, every birdie, green, and sand save counting for pride and bragging rights.
This is freaking cool. The current standing for dots is Steph has 5, Joe has 4, Sarah has -1. So I think it sounds like you guys are not trying to do the ugliest polo. So do we want to add the bull? You have to ride the bull?
No! Fuck no.
Yes.
Yes.
2 against 3.
I'm not losing.
Oh, okay. Oh, she hits a hell of a chip that's gonna run right down there. That's gonna give her a nice look at par. I might go in. Oh, what a shot.
None of the guys went for this. Nice.
I tried to carry all this. Little did I know, this is the landing area. You just run out of room right on the other side, so I think that's what I did. Oops. There it is. Turn. Oh yeah, be the number. Whoa, not the number. I think this would be their signature hole.
Wow.
Over top of it with a 6-iron?
Here we go, developing storyline. Sarah's cramping up. Oh yeah.
Yep. Sand.
Go. So, it is shifted a little bit, but it's still anybody's game. It's 8 to 7 to 6. No, I'm winning, but by 1.
We got 6.
Steph has 6. Cause hole 18. I don't know about you guys, but I am exhausted.
No fairway.
That is not in the fairway either.
As we wrapped up our round, the sun dropped behind the ridge, and just as we packed up on 18, we could have sworn we heard it. The faint plink of a ball striking stone somewhere in the canyons. Was it just wind, or could that have been old Ben finishing his round alongside us? Every course has a story. Some are built in blueprints and others in legends. Subscribe to the channel for more stories and share yours in the comments below.